Let's see how we can look at a relation, a set of coordinate points, and determine from those points whether or not the relationship between them is linear, quadratic, or cubic. This is one of the items from week 2 that we've had some questions about. So these I think are from the worksheet. Let's take a look at this first example up top here, this example up here, okay? The first thing we want to do is look at all of the x values and make sure that they are spaced evenly apart. Let's look at all the x values, right? So -2 to -1 is one space, to 0 is a one space, to 1, to 2, to 3. So we're good. We can start. If we don't have our x values lined up, we might need to rearrange things, but we have them all perfectly in order, all incremented by 1. So now what we do is we go ahead and list out our y values. -9, -5, -1, 3, 7, 11. And so when we talk about finding the set of first and second and third differences to determine whether or not an equation is linear, quadratic, or cubic, we're talking about finding the difference between each set of points as we go. So what's the difference between -9 and -5? Well, that's -9 minus -5, which is 4, -4, okay? And what's -5 minus -1? Well, it's -5 plus 1. That's also -4. And -1 minus 3 is -4. 3 minus 7, -4. 7 minus 11, -4. Because the first differences are the same, the first difference is we have a linear equation, okay? Let's check the second one down here and see if we get something similar. Well, first we look at our x values to make sure they're in order. 6 to 7 is 1 to 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. They're perfectly in order, so we can proceed. So the first thing we do is we look at the differences between the y values. The first difference is -1, 8. I'm going to write small here so we can see it all. 11, 8, -1, -16. Okay, so our first set of differences, -1 minus 8 is -9. 8 minus 11 is -3. 11 minus 8 is 3. 8 minus a -1 is 9. And -1 minus a -16 is -1 plus 16, which is going to be plus 15. So clearly these are not the same. These are not the same. 9, 3, 3, 9, and 15 are different numbers. So we do not have a linear equation. So now we try to find our second differences. And we do this by just looking at the second set of differences. So what's -9 minus -3? Well, that's -9 plus 3, which is -6. Oops, I got a little extraneous something on there. Let me get my eraser. Okay, what is -3 minus 3 is -6. What is 3 minus 9? -6. And what is 9 minus 15? 9 minus 15 is -6. Now I'm suspicious that I might have done my math wrong. Let's look again up here. -9 minus a -3 is -9 plus 3, which equals -6. So I did that wrong. I go back, I fix it, and I realize they are all the same. You see why I was suspicious, because all the other ones were actually -6. So now we know the second differences are same. So we have a quadratic. I hope this helped.